Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an ELC EVEN 90. It's a Tier 8 French premium light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Ruinberg and it's under the command of Picklefish44. Now it's got a 90mm gun capable of 220 alpha and penetrates 175mm with standard ammo and will go up to 215mm with the premium rounds. Off we go. Now it may not be very fast, but what it makes up for with is its fantastic camo qualities. This tank is, well, when it hides in a bush it can be almost invisible, and well, we've been shown by Steve Walsh that it can hide just about anywhere, even in a twig, and it's virtually impossible to be spotted. Well, he has been spotted on this occasion. He went straight up to the centre, through the bushes, and was seen. But he's now making his way over to the east side of the map and doubling back to go back to the bushes. Now I wonder actually if he's going to try and make it into one of those bushes and try and spot for his team. Yes, he is. Oh, this is going to be good, because this vehicle really is very, very crafty indeed. Now you can see he's had an ace tanker because he's got the M mark on his turret. At the moment he's spotting that Object 140, but the Object 140 cannot see him at all. Don't back out too much because you're exposed to reference point, that's it. In the meantime he's spotting this 268. He's spotting the 140 who's taking a lot of damage. In fact, he's already over 1,000 hit points of spotted damage, and he's being very bold indeed because he's moving over to the enemy side of those bushes, but doubled back. I think it might be asking a little too much to sit in the bushes on the enemy side and not be seen, because of course you probably would get a proxy spot. You can still be spotted, auto spotted, if you are within 50 meters of the enemy, and the only way to defeat that is actually to have that exhaust system, the low noise exhaust system, which actually will protect you, I think, a little bit further. Well, he's using the bush mechanic. He managed to go around into the 268, 2 rounds in, 3 rounds in, but now he's got a long reload. The normal reload is 29.37 seconds. He's got it down to 27.54, but it is quite a long time to load 3 shots. It's only 90mm. They actually made 10 of these. It never got accepted into the French forces, but they made 10 with varying calibers of gun. 90mm, 75mm. That's 268 is not a happy bunny right now, because he took 5 shots from Picklefish44, and none of his teammates actually did anything to stop Picklefish doing it. Picklefish has done 2.6k of spotting assist now, and or over a K of actual damage, and I reckon he could probably take out that Object 140 if he was to drive over there. If he sneaks up on the guy, there's more than likely is some tank destroyers on the enemy team in the near vicinity. There's an ISU 152's been spotted, and I think they've also got other tank destroyers over there. It's a T-28 prototype on the enemy team still. Okay, the Object 140 was taken out by the Brask, and we found the Indian Panzer. Now he's sitting in the bush at the moment. He was unspotted, but he can get bush mechanic shots onto the Indian Panzer without being seen. And there goes the Indian Panzer, taken out by the GSOR 1008. And they found the enemy Arty. The Su-14-2 decided to get out of his hiding place, and there's the M53, M55. He's picking up loads of spotting now, up to 4k of spotting, and he's potentially got a patrol duty, being the only one spotting at least 6 enemy tanks whilst they are damaged. He's found the T-28 prototype. There are only 2 tanks up on the enemy at the moment, but he's doing a fantastic job of working out where the enemy is, so his teammates can get nice shots. He kills the M53, M55, but this ISU 152 totally oblivious to him. I suddenly realises the danger that's so close to him, and he gets 1 round in, 2 rounds in, he has to escape now because he is unloaded. He did get stunned by an Arty round. I think that was one of his own team's Arty rounds because, well, there's only one Arty left on the enemy team. And I think the ISU 152 is still trying to kill him as he's retreating. He did take 1 round there. But he's got a whole load of spotting. 5.7k of spotting assist now. This is a great little tank for doing spotting. So stealthy. You can get so close to the enemy without them being able to do anything. There's the ISU. He puts 1 in. Can he get the second to kill? Yes, he does. So he's got another kill. That's 3 kills he's got. 1.8k of actual damage to go with his 5.7k of spotting. There's the enemy Arty, the GW Tiger, the last one. They've only got 3 tanks left now on their team. The T-28 prototype is the nearest. He's trying to creep up on the guy so he can get a few crafty shots into him. He's almost loaded. There's the enemy Arty's in that little alcove. Can't get a shot on him at the moment. The T-28 prototype's been killed by the Panzerkampfwagen 7. And now it's just the enemy Arty, the GW Tiger, and he's leaving that to his teammates because he's won the game. And he sliced to a halt. You can see why he's got 2 marks on the barrel. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Here's the end of battle stats, and Picklefish44 managed to get an ace tanker in the ELC EVEN 90. Very well done indeed. I think it was the spotting damage that did it really more than anything. But he managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and he also got a prodigy for being the only one spotting at least 6 enemy vehicles whilst they were damaged. His win rate from the battle was 5,574, and surprisingly, this is not the first time he's had an ace tanker in the ELC EVEN 90. He's had one before. You can tell that because there's no scrolls underneath. It's not the first time. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. The highest damage actually went to the T-54E1 on the enemy team with 3,928, but that wasn't enough for the high caliber. The next high scorer being the Panzerkampfwagen 7 with 3,504 hit points, followed by the UDES 16 on the enemy team with 2,361. The STB1 on his own team managed to get a Confederate, and of course Picklefish managed to get that prodigy. When it came to kills though, he was right at the top and shared it with the AMX-50-120 on his own team. Both got 3 kills each. 2 kills went to the Panzerkampfwagen 7, the GSOR 1008, the Barask, and the T-54E1 and LT-432 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP though, he was streets ahead of the rest. He was the only player to get over 1,000 base, 1,322, and that was all down to the spotting, I think, more than anything. 794 went to the AMX-50-120, 785 went to the Malchen. He fired 11 rounds in that game, got 11 direct hits, but only 10 penetrations. So it was only 1 round that didn't do the damage. The others all hit the target, and that's good accuracy. 1,879 hit points of damage, all of it done at close range. He received 1 hit. It was a penetration. It went straight through his turret, actually, if you saw that during the game. And he also received 1 hit by way of splash damage. Yes, he got hit by splash from an Arty, but it didn't do any actual damage to him. 5 enemy vehicles spotted, 4 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 5,987 hit points of spotting assist. That's what earned him the ace tanker more than anything, the fact that he did so much spotting in that game, and then he actually dealt some damage as well on the enemy. 134,631 credits from a premium count, 50,000 for completing the mission, 184,631 credits together, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away a profit of 134,082 credits altogether. He got 1,983 XP times 2 for the first victory, 1,000 for completing the mission and events, and 198 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 5,164 experience points altogether. So another ace tanker for Picklefish, and he really was very cheeky actually. Sitting in the bushes on the other side of the centre line is a bit dangerous, because if there's somebody further down the road who can actually see you moving into the bush, then obviously you would be illuminated for all of your all the enemy as you're doing it, and of course you're sitting there absolutely stationary. in full view, and if somebody moves up to that center line, they might get close enough to proxy spot you, in which case then everyone shoots at you. And that's been my experience. If you try to pick an obvious place and sit there and watch the enemy, and then somebody just gets too close, and you find out pretty soon, yes, that oops, that was not a good idea. But Picklefish, it seemed to work for him, so well done. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithms, and thank you for watching.